The Galactic Council's long-range scanner array lit up with warning signals across Commander Jessica's tactical display. She leaned forward in her command chair aboard the diplomatic vessel Harmony's Promise, her eyes narrowing at the red blip materializing at the edge of the sector. "Unknown vessel detected," announced the ship's AI in its usual monotone. "Configuration does not match any known Council species." Jessica's first officer, Jack, moved swiftly to the sensor station, his fingers dancing across the holographic controls. "Ma'am, that thing just dropped out of FTL 5 light minutes out. It's big, really big." The bridge crew exchanged nervous glances. Unknown ships in Council space were rare and rarely good news. Jessica tapped her communicator. "Open a channel to Council Station Theta. Let them know we have an unidentified contact." "Channel open, Commander," the communications officer reported. Before Jessica could speak, the tactical display erupted with new data. Jack's face went pale. "Commander, the vessel is powering weapons. Multiple signatures. Energy readings are off the charts. All stations battle alert," Jessica ordered, though she knew their diplomatic vessel was no match for a warship. "Hail them on all frequencies." Static crackled through the bridge speakers. Then a voice cut through, rough, tired, but unmistakably speaking in Galactic Standard with a heavy accent that made Jessica's heart skip. "This is the UESS Retribution. Identify yourselves immediately." Jessica's mouth went dry. "Jack, did they just speak English phonetics?" Jack confirmed, his voice barely a whisper. "That's a human ship." The bridge fell silent. Humanity had been part of the Galactic Council for only 15 years, ever since first contact. They were considered a minor species, curious, clever, but ultimately insignificant in the grand political theater of the galaxy. Humans had colonies on a handful of worlds, operated a modest trade fleet, and maintained friendly relations with most Council species. But humans weren't supposed to have warships like this. Jessica activated her comms. "UESS Retribution. This is Commander Jessica Rodriguez of the Council diplomatic vessel Harmony's Promise. We are surprised to encounter you here. Please state your purpose in Council space." The response came quicker this time. "Commander Rodriguez, stand by for visual transmission." The main view screen flickered, and Jessica found herself staring at a bridge that looked nothing like the sleek, efficient Council designs. It was darker, more utilitarian, with exposed conduits and crew members strapped into their stations wearing full combat armor. The man in the command chair was older, his face weathered with scars that spoke of battles fought in close quarters. "I'm Captain Marcus Webb of the United Earth Expeditionary Stealth Ship Retribution," he said. His eyes held a haunted quality. "Sorry for the dramatic entrance, Commander. We've been dark for 2 years." "2 years?" Jessica repeated. "Captain, Earth hasn't reported any missing vessels." "They wouldn't," Webb interrupted. "Our mission was classified. Black Ops, deep recon into Kresh Empire territory." He paused and something dangerous flickered across his face. "We found something." Jack pulled up a star map. "Captain Webb, the Kresh Empire is 14 months travel from here, even at maximum FTL. How did you—" "We didn't travel through normal space," Webb said grimly. "We punched through it." Jessica felt a chill run down her spine. "Punch through? Captain, that's theoretically impossible. The energy requirements alone were met," Webb finished. "Commander, the Kresh aren't just expanding their territory. They're building something, a weapon that makes their current arsenal look like children's toys. When we discovered their plans, they came at us with everything they had. We barely escaped, but we couldn't use conventional FTL. They'd track us, follow us back to Earth." On the tactical display, the Retribution loomed larger as it approached. Jack enhanced the scan and Jessica gasped. The vessel was covered in scorched armor plating and improvised repairs. Entire sections looked like they'd been welded together from different ships. "So we went experimental," Webb continued. "Our chief engineer rigged our FTL drive to create a temporary wormhole. One shot, all or nothing. It worked, but it cost us. We lost 37 crew members in the transit. The survivors. We've been running on emergency power, eating recycled protein paste and staying dark to avoid leading anyone back home." "Captain," Jessica said carefully, "why reveal yourself now?" Webb's expression hardened. "Because 3 hours ago, our long-range sensors detected a Kresh Vanguard fleet entering this sector. They're 12 hours behind us, and they're not here for diplomacy. The Council needs to know what's coming. The bridge erupted into activity. Jack immediately began scanning deeper into space. Commander, I'm picking up... Oh God, he's right. Multiple contacts, heavy configuration. At least 40 vessels. Jessica's mind raced. The Kresh Empire had maintained cold relations with the Council for decades, but they'd never been openly hostile. If they were bringing a fleet this deep into Council space... Captain Webb, she said, her voice steady despite her pounding heart. Transmit all your intelligence to us immediately. We'll forward it to Council Command. Already queued, Webb replied. Commander, there's something else you should know. When the Council first contacted Earth, they assessed our military capabilities as quaint. Primitive kinetic weapons and chemical rockets. They weren't wrong, but they weren't entirely right either. Jessica watched as data began flooding her systems. Schematics, combat logs, weapons specifications. Her eyes widened with each passing second. Holy hell, Jack breathed. These weapon yields. These tactics. Commander, humans have been holding back. Webb nodded slowly. The Retribution isn't a diplomatic vessel, Commander Rodriguez. She's one of 12 ships in Earth's Shadow Fleet. We exist because humanity learned a hard lesson in our history. Hope for peace, but prepare for war. He leaned forward. The Council is about to learn why you don't corner a human. Jessica looked at the battered warship on her screen, at the exhausted but determined crew visible behind Captain Webb. She thought about Earth, about humanity's reputation as the friendly newcomers, always eager to help, always ready with a smile. She realized the galaxy had gravely underestimated her species. Captain Webb, she said, welcome home. Let's show the Kresh what humanity does to bullies. On the view screen, Webb smiled. A predator's smile. With pleasure, Commander. Retribution is armed and ready.